So hello guys, I am back with another new video. So today we are going to solve the problem number 3020 of weekly contest 382, and the problem says is the find the maximum number of element in a subset. So basically what we are going to do in this video is we are going to solve these questions, and we will first learn means first to see what this equation says and what is the approach behind this, means how to solve this question and what is the approach behind this question. So let's jump into the question. What this question says. So basically, basically initially they are giving us a array called nums, hmm, and we have to find a few number which follow a certain pattern. So you see here, they want us to find the subarray which contain this pattern. Suppose suppose look this array. Hmm, Look at this. Look at this array. Here is 2, 4, 16, 4, and 2 containing element in this array. So basically we have to do nothing. We have to find the elements which present in given array and return its length, means maximum length we can find we satisfy this condition. So condition is that the first element should be x, and the next element will be x cube x square, and upcoming element should be the x ki power the square of the power of the previous elements. Just see here, it is 2, and the next element is 2 ki power 2, which is 4, and 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 third element is 2 ki power 4, means 16. So the power multiplication is also going on here. See here, first it is 2, then it is 4, then in next element it will be going to be 8. And at the end, what we have to do, at the middle, when we are on the middle element, after the on the middle element, after the middle element, the element is going to be of power x power k by 2. If middle element have a power k, then the next element will have the power of k by 2. In this way, we are going to means this is the pattern which we have to find in the given array. So what was my first approach to solve this problem is that why not to create a tree map. So basically what this tree map do is that it will store the element in uh, increasing order of the key. Basically, if we store means basically I have declared a tree map which is stored the integer, means the key value and its frequency. So the key value here is the element itself. So for this array, key value will be 1, 2, 4, and 5, and frequency is the number of times that elements come in the given array. So these are the things which we are going to store in the given in the tree map. And the benefit of the tree map is that it store keys in increasing order. So this will help us a lot. So let me explain you what means how I'm going to solve this problem. And I will I will basically take an example and run this code just by doing it on the screen. So have a patient, and I'm going to solve this problem. Wait, guys. So what I will do here is that basically I will store all the given elements, means with all the elements which are present in the given nums in tree map with their frequencies. And what I will do is I will iterate over each and every element of that inserted element in map. See here, I iterated over each and every key value which is each and every key value of that map. And what I will try to look is that what I will try to see is that is there means I will try to find the I means for each and every index I will try to find this pattern. if we found this pattern, if we found this pattern, then what we will do? We will just increase the maximum length value. Well, we will just increase the maximum length value, and at the end we have to hit return. So let me explain with you example. So I'm going to take this first example, and I will explain you how our code is going to work. So for that, I have only I have made I've written here the given array, and stored it in tree map. So the so how tree map is going to store is that it will store here the each element with their frequency. So the element one have a frequency of one, so it is store one, and the frequency is one, and element two have a frequency of two, so it is stored the value two, and and in our just means just skip this line. I will explain later. Now move to uh, the reason behind of initializing max with one is that means in a given array there must means it is always true that there will be one element which satisfies this condition, and it will be means it if you take any element, suppose you take element 4, and square of this 4 is 16. 16 is not present here, and square of 4 16 is not present here, means basically it satisfied a condition, or this condition or not. So it's definitely going to satisfy this condition. That's why we initialize max with k, means answer is not going to be 0 or less than 1. That's why I initialize max value with 1. So let's skip this with this thing, skip this line of codes, and I will explain later. I will initialize here hash set. I will also explain why I will initialize hash set here. So what I'm doing is I am iterating over each and every key of map, each and every key of map. So I am now at first value, which is first key value, which is one. Now what the next line say is that to check whether the set contains the value key or not. So initially set is empty, so it will do nothing. So it satisfied a condition. Yes, our set doesn't contain the value one. So now we have to make a three variables, means three identifier, three variables, which is count, j, and cur. So let me make this. First is count, and second is j, and third is what is third one? It is current value. It is current. So what I'm going to do now is initially count value is 0. So I initialize with j with 0, and j is 1, and current value is key. So key is now here key is 1 now, so that's why I initialize current value with 1. So in the next line of code, what I'm doing is I have applied here while loop. While loop condition for while loop is that whether the map contain current element or not. So our current element is 1, and it is already present there. It is already present in map. So it satisfied the condition. The next condition is that is the set contains current value or not? No. Until now the set is empty. That's why it is by this condition too. It is by this condition too. Now what we have to do? We have to just add this current value in set. So I'm going to declare set here. So here is set, and I'm going to insert value 1. There is a reason behind why I am initializing here set. You will get to see. I have inserted set here, and I am going to add this current value to set, which I have already did. Now I am going to check that whether this current element frequency is greater than 1 or not. So here current element frequency is 1, which is not greater than 1. So what we have to do, if it means it doesn't satisfy this, condition. So we will go in this else block. So what else block do is that it updates the maximum. It updates the maximum. And what does the maximum means maximum going to be? Its maximum will be, so we have also have to initialize a maximum which is which is one initially, which is one initially. So here it doesn't satisfy condition. What we have to do is we have to just check whether the temp into 2 plus 1 is, we have to just replace the value of max with temp into 2 plus 1 with max maximum of this. So yeah, wait. So here initially temp value was 0. That's why I initialize temp with is 0. So guys, here initially temp value was 0. That's why I initialize temp with 0 here also. Now what it's saying is that we need to update the max value with this means with this line of code. What this line of code is that a maximum of temp into 2 plus 1 and the max. So temp into 2 is temp into 2 is 0 plus 1 is 1. Means we have to check whether max, the condition is that, let me write the condition. Temp into 2 plus 1 comma max. This is the condition we have given. We have to check this condition which is greater and update our max width this. So here temp is 0, so that's why it's coming out to be 1, and max is already 1. So max is already 1, so we don't need to update the max. Now what we have to do here is we have to update the value of temp with 0. So it was already 0. So just for your easy purpose, I will again cut the value of temp and add 0. Now, after that, I will update the value of curve width. I will update the one curve width curve into curve. So curve value is initially is 1. Now we'll update curve width curve into curve. Now the curve, previously curve is 1, so 1 into 1 is going to be 1. So now you will get to know am why I am why I have used here hashes. Now the iteration is completed. Hmm. Now the iteration is completed. Curve value get updated, and we will check again. While map.content means while one iteration is completed of while loop, so now cur is also updated. Now we will check again whether map.contains cur. Yes, it is. Means map is containing one value one. Hmm. And now we will check again. Second condition is that whether set contain value cur or not. Yes, it contains, so it doesn't satisfy this condition. We will kick out from this while loop condition. Because see here, we can clearly see that we can clearly say that we have already used value one. That's why we have not to use this one again. Means that's why it kick out from the given value. Now we will update the max again with. Hmm, I will explain this line of code again means later. Just see me what I'm going to say. After that, it will it will get out from this loop, and the value of key get increased. Now now the key value is 2. Previously it was 1. Now it's going to be, now it is 2. Hmm. Now see now we are on 2. Now we are on 2, and we need to check that whether our hash set contain 2 or not. So it doesn't contain 2. So now we have to initialize our count, j, and cur and temp value with all these given things. So count is 0. and which is already 0, and j is 1, and current value is, now we have to make current with 2. Hmm. Now we have update value current with 2 and temp value with 0. So temp is already 0 and max is already 1, which is means which it is a global value for this block of codes. And now we have to check this while loop again. Whether map contain curve value or not. Yes, it contains. Whether set contain means set contain curve value, current value, and the current value is 2, means set whether set contain 2 or not. So here set doesn't contain 2. So what we will do is we will just add the current value to set. Hmm. Here we added set. Here we added current value to set. Now we will check again. If 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 the frequency of 2 is greater than 1 or not. See here, it says that this line of code says that if the frequency of 2 is if frequency of 2 is greater than 1 or not. So here we get to see that yes, frequency of 2 is greater than 1, which is 2. So this condition is satisfied, and we will increase the value of temp. So now temp is going to be updated, and now the value of temp is 1. Now we will get out from this if else condition, and what we will do here is we will update the value of cur. So cur value is going to be cur into cur, which is previously it was 2. So 2 into 2 will be going to be 4. Now we will again iterate in this while loop. We will check whether map contain cur or not. So for this case, map contain 4. Yes, it contains the value 4. It contains the value 4, and we will see whether set contain this value 4 or not. No, it doesn't contain the value 4. So what we will do is we will add the value 4 in the set. We will add the value 4 in the set. So here we added the value 4 in the set. Now what we will see is map.get means the frequency of 4 is greater than 1 or not. Greater than 1 or not. So the frequency of 4 is 1, which is not greater than 1. So that's why it doesn't satisfy this condition. It doesn't satisfy this condition. So we need to go in the else condition. So what the else condition is that we need to update the max and the value of temp. So so let's update the value of max. So how we can update max is that we need to multiply temp with 2 plus 1. So the value of temp is currently 1. 1 into 2 is 2 plus 1, which is 3. And we need to find the maximum of these two. So maximum of 3 plus 3 comma 1 is 3. So it's coming out to be 3. So we need to update value of max with max to 3. So here it got updated with 3. And now after that what we will do is update the value of temp with 0. So here I have updated the value of temp with 0. Hmm. Temp with 0. Now the value of curve increases. Now the curve value of curve increases. So curve into now curve value become 8. Curve value become 8. We will again iterate in this while loop. What we will see that we will check this condition whether the map contain value 8 or not. So here we saw that there is no 8. It doesn't satisfy this condition. So we will exit it out from this while loop. We will exit it out from this while loop. Leave this line of code. I think there's some fixes needed in this line of code. So leave for it now. Leave for now. I will explain where this line is going to be used. So we are just kicked out from this while loop, and we will exit from here, and we will go to the next key. So now we are currently at key 2. Now we will move to move to key 4, and we check here that the initial condition is that whether set contain value key or not. So here set already contain the value key value 4, so that's why we will not do such all previous operation on on key 4. So we'll move to next key, which is 5, which is 5, which is 5. Now we will do all again the same kind of operation which we have done on others key. So we will need to update the value of curvit 5, and max value is not going to be changed, and temp with 0 and j value with 1. J value with 1. And we will check whether map contain current value or not. Yes, it contains the current value. Whether it is stored in set or not. So it doesn't store in set. So we need to do is we need to just store the value key value in set. So I've inserted 5 in set, and when we check whether the frequency of current is whether the frequency of 5 is greater than 1 or not. So here the frequency of 5 is 1, which is not greater than 1. So that's why it doesn't satisfy this condition. So we need to go in this else condition and need to update to max width temp into max with this value. So in now currently the temp value is 0. So 0 into 2 is 0 plus 1. So this value of this for current case is 1, and the max value currently is 3. So max value is going to be 3. So means max value doesn't change for our this case. So what will happen is the max value is going to, means max is 3 only. Means it doesn't change for this case. Now we will update the curve width curve into curve means curve squares. So now curve is going to be of, previously it was 5, so square of 5 is 25, and we will again edit in this while condition. We need to check that whether this map contain 25 or not. So it doesn't contain 25. There is no value in map which means which has key value equal to 25. So it doesn't satisfy this condition. And this map, and I will explain this kind of code. After that, it will from exited from this loop, and at the end we will return the max. So max is coming out to be 3, which is our answer. So now now I'm going to explain what this line is saying. What how why this line is why this line we are using. So suppose this case. So suppose this case 2 comma 2 4 comma 4 and 16 comma 16. Here what will happen is that initially we are on the, so tmap is going to be like this. Two times for 2 times. I'm not going to store the frequency now. I'm not going to store the frequency now. You can easily see the values. So what we here we are going to see that. So first it will be on. First we are going means we are going to iterate on every key value now. So initially we are on the 2, and we will check whether map contain 2 or not. Yes, it contains 2, and we will store it inside. After that, we check whether the frequency of 2 means what basically in this code we are doing here. We are doing here is that we just check that whether our current element have frequency greater than 2 or not. Because see here in this given pattern, here x is twice Hmm. X square is twice and x to the power 4 is twice. Means everything is twice except the middle one. Except the middle index. All others element all others element in subarray are no, are twice except the middle one. So what we are doing here is that if we have if we have array like this, then what we will do is we'll just increases the temp value but didn't updated it. We didn't updated it. Here we have updated only here only now in else condition. And else condition are satisfied when the current value frequency is greater than one. Okay, sorry, current current element frequency is equal to one. So that's why it's not going to be updated in this while loop. So we are explicitly updating in the very next line of code. It is not going to it's not going to make other code wrong because it basically what it does is since we after updating the value temp, what we are doing we are just updating temp value to 0, so it doesn't going to harm others because for other cases it will be 0 into 2 minus 1, which is minus 1. It is not going to update other values in other cases. So that's why it's completely fine to read it right here. We can update, we can do certain changes in the code. It will be good there, but for our readability, I am doing so. So you don't. So why output of this case will be output of this case will be 5. Let me explain you how and why. So given it is given that it must satisfy this condition. So for this condition, suppose let x is equal to 2. For this case, suppose x is 2, then x square is 4. Hmm. So we have used 1, 2 and 1, 4. Now, now x to the power 4 is 16. X to the power 4 means 2 to the power 4 is 16. And we don't have x to the power 8. So that's why we will not move further. We will do x to the power k by 2. Means previously it was x to the power 4. So we will find x to the power 2, which is again 4. So our outcome will be like this. No? Our output subarray will be like this. So it's so this subarray satisfy the conditions and all given constant. So that's why it's going to return the correct output. So what I'm going to say is that we have to find this pattern and we need to iterate over each and every key value and when the key values where we have already visited, we don't need to check about that because it's already inserted now, so it's not going to contribute in your max. So that's why no need to check for. Means so we don't need to do iteration on that key value. After that, at the end, we need to return the value max. Let's run this code. Sorry, yeah. Due to technical issue, I'm not able to run this code. Don't know what happened to me. So I think this code will be run perfectly fine, and and I think there will be more efficient solution for this problem. If you know, try to put down in the comment section. So for now, that's it. We will meet again tomorrow with another new problem. So goodbye and have a good time with your family. Be